Hi Scots! Today I'm going to build a stunning 3D replica of one of the most famous world's landmarks. Here's a hint, it's located in Paris. Can you guess what it is? And here is the coolest thing, it comes with 6 LED light boards. At night mode, the building lights up with a beautiful show and makes it look alive.
Wow!
And it's going to take around 6 hours to finish everything.
Oh, no.
Well, there's only one way to find out. Let's get started.
Hi everyone! So today I'm going to be making a puzzle of one of the most famous buildings in Paris. Can you guess it? Ta-da! This is the iconic Notre Dame Cathedral. I just got the box and I haven't opened it yet, so first thing first, let's unbox it and see what we've got inside. I'm curious to see how many pieces there are and what the instructions look like. I've always admired Notre Dame's architecture, so I'm really excited to see how this puzzle captures all those amazing details. Let's check it out together! So as you can see, there are 94 pages of instructions I need to go through to complete this building puzzle. Yeah, 94! It's definitely going to be a challenge, but I'm excited! And along with that, I've got all the puzzle pieces laid out, plus some special wood glue to hold everything together, LED lights to bring the model to life, and even some sandpaper for smoothing out the edges. It looks like this build is going to be detailed and pretty hands-on, but I think the final result will be totally worth it. So let's get into it! This is such a long process, but a really fun and rewarding one. My boyfriend and I have always loved doing puzzles together, especially ones that are detailed and hands-on like this. There's something about building something from scratch, piece by piece, that feels so satisfying, and doing it together makes it even more special. So whenever we find a puzzle that catches our eye, we usually save it for those rare pockets of free time we get during the week. We're both busy with work, so we don't always get long stretches of time. But that's part of what makes it so meaningful. Instead of rushing through it in one go, we take our time. This one especially was a big challenge. It's not just a puzzle, it's more like a full-on project. We work on it little by little after work and on weekend. Sometimes one of us would be assembling while the other took a break, and then we'd switch. Another time, we'd both sit down together with music or a podcast playing in the background, quietly focused and helping each other out. It's honestly become one of our favorite ways to unwind and spend time together. At first, this puzzle felt a little overwhelming, I'm not gonna lie, especially when we opened the instruction manual and saw it had 94 pages. But as soon as we got started, we fell into a rhythm. We'd open a section, lay out the pieces, do a quick sanding if needed, glue things carefully, and slowly, piece by piece, this incredible model started taking shape. Each evening after work, we'd sit down and say, okay, let's just do one section tonight. But often we'd end up working longer than we planned because we'd get so into it. Sometimes we made mistakes, had to pull pieces apart or redo a section, but that's part of the fun too. It's not about rushing to the end, it's about enjoying every step along the way. And every time we finish a major part of the build, like one of the towers, the windows, or a section of the walls, we just stop and admire it. It felt so good to see it coming together after hours of work. It made every small challenge, every tiny detail, and every adjustment completely worth it. As the days went by, we started to get more and more excited about the final look. We kept imagining what it would be like once everything was assembled, and especially when we finally added the LED lights, the part we were most looking forward to. The lights make the whole thing come alive. They highlight the structure, give it warmth, and make it feel like more than just a model, almost like a tiny glowing version of the real building. And now that we've finally completed it, after an entire week of slow, careful work, we're so proud of how it turned out. It really feels like a shared accomplishment. Not just a decoration, but something we built together with passion, teamwork, and creativity. So, as you watch this process unfold, we hope you enjoy seeing each part come together just as much as we enjoyed building it. It's a journey from scattered pieces to a full masterpiece. You will see our hands working, turning parts, fitting them together, sometimes even fumbling or making small fixes, and finally reaching that moment when it all clicks into place. And I also got a small tiny piece of Jesus standing there looking at you right now. He seems like he's enjoying this and he's pretty satisfied with the result. How about you? What do you think so far? There are definitely a few parts in this building that take a bit more time and patience, especially the ones where you need to use glue to secure the puzzle pieces together. It's not difficult, but it does slow things down because you have to be careful. You can't just rush through those sections. The pieces need to be aligned just right, held steady, and then given a little time to dry so they stay in place. Then there's the part with the window stickers, probably one of the most detailed and delicate steps. You get these tiny 3D stickers that go on the windows and they look like little colorful diamonds. They are meant to represent the stained glass windows in the real Notre Dame Cathedral. And I have to say, the effect is absolutely beautiful. Each sticker has this glossy, gem-like finish that catches the light in different ways. When you place them just right on the window panels, they create this stained glass look that adds so much depth and character to the building. It's one of those finishing touches that really makes everything feel more realistic. And honestly, once all the stickers were on and the glue had dried, we both stood back and just admired it. The structure looked good before, but now with the windows sparkling and the light shining through, it looked incredible. The whole model felt elevated, like it went from being just a puzzle to becoming an actual display piece, something you'd be proud to have on a shelf or in a display case. And now we finally reached the last few pieces of the building. First, we have the cross tower, a tall, elegant structure that sits right at the top of the building. It rises high into the air, just like the real one on the Notre Dame Cathedral, and adds a sense of height and grandeur to the entire model. As soon as we place it, the whole silhouette changed. It gives the building a stronger presence, more majestic, more refined, and definitely more true to the real architecture. It's such a simple piece, but it makes a big difference in the final look. This was definitely the hardest part of all. Out of the entire building, installing the lights and working with the tiny electronics was the most challenging for me. I'll be honest, I'm not very good at that kind of thing. The wires, the connectors, making sure everything's in the right place, it really stresses me out a lot. But luckily, my boyfriend is way better at this stuff than I am. So, for this final step, he really took the lead. I helped hold things in place while he carefully connected the LED light, hid the wires inside the structure, and made sure everything worked without damaging the model. Then we move on to a few detailed pieces around the windows. These small additions were designed to give the impression of depth, to make the windows look more alive, more 3D, more like something you'd see in real life. It's amazing how just adding a little frame here or a tiny edge there can completely transform the way the light hits the model. The windows go from looking like a flat designs to becoming vibrant, layered parts of the structure. And ta-da! This is the final result when I turn on the building lights, and now watch what happens when I turn off the lights around me. Just like this. Look at that glow. It completely transforms the whole model. I'm honestly really satisfied with how it turned out. All the details, the colors, the lighting, it was totally worth the time and effort. What do you think? Does it really look like the Notre Dame in Paris? And if any of you happen to live in Paris or have seen the real one up close, let me know in the comment section. Does this look accurate to you? Be honest. And just for fun, how would you rate it from 1 to 999? I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more building like this, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and leave a comment in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching and enjoy the result, and I'll see you in the next videos. Bye bye.